So let's start with one that should be pretty popular, Aronia low scape mound. You can see here, uh, Cheryl didn't spend a lot of time doing the details on them. We'll get back into that next week, but we thought it was more important for Cheryl to spend her time evaluating crops and getting them on inventory for you. So sorry, it won't be too much of a teachable moment this week, but we got 1,000 of them we just put on. They all look like this, real consistent crop. We got more backing it up, a couple thousand more in that crop. We have to, select out of this crop to get that size you see there. We didn't see any issue with getting 1,000. We'll evaluate each week depending on the heat, and we'll keep rolling them on. But we're really trying hard to roll big numbers for you. If I'm only rolling a little number, that means I probably bought a few in just to try to do something. So, but those look great. Aronia low scape mound. Next is another one that should be very popular. This is a new crop. I was really surprised at how much growth we were able to put on last week, and in through this week too. This is Crimson Cutie. This is in the worry-free program. So, this is our sterile barberry. For those of you who don't know, we were able to put 1,000 plus. It's in a 2-gallon pot, and it ships with that worry-free pot. Obviously, these should be strong sellers for especially East Coast ranges where there's a lot of invasive issues with barberry. This would be a nice one to, a real good one to talk about. Show them the photo. I think, the photo there. We see no problem with pulling 1,000 of that size. We have more backing it up. Probably, I think that whole crop was 4,000. Mm-hmm. So, the first year we had about 1,000, then we got a little bigger. Now we're getting up into those bigger numbers. So we should be able to just keep rolling these on every couple of weeks, getting more and more on as they progress. So that's Crimson Cutie. So take note of that. Hemiciperous mops. Mops are still very difficult. We have this next crop that's coming on. Is this a photo? Is this a photo of the next crop? No, that's a shipped in 3. The next crop is going to be considerably smaller than this one here. We'll have to let you know when we switch over. We got some shipped in 3s here that we're moving through. I'm going to push it hard. Just be careful about overselling the size. These here are really good. Cheryl will let everybody know when we're going to switch, but we're going to switch soon. It's just all I can get. I can't find them anywhere. I can't bring them in. They're very limited out there right now. So we do have them to continue to ship. I'll keep putting them on, but you're going to go more towards that just tipping 15 instead of a heavy 15. So, but let me show you that. So one that we've been out of for a little bit is the next one, Happy Returns. We're able to move into the next crop. You can see here we're getting some scapes in them, starting to push up, beef up. We threw 1,000 on. There again, we'll be able to keep throwing groups of 1,000 on as they progress, but we can move right into 1,000 without too much trouble. We also have Stellas. We brought in an intermediate crop to bridge the gap, and our crop is ready to go. Our crop looks just like this, if not more scapes in it on the Stellas. So the Stellas have a few more scapes developed already. Usually Happy Returns is a little bit later than Stella, and they're both repeat bloomers. So that's why it's such a popular daylily out there. So hopefully we can take advantage of those. Hydrangea Limelight. Want to show you this. We've been shipping those real big ones. We've shipped out of those and we're moving into the next crop. I think they look really good. You can see there, they're nice and full. But, there again, we need to communicate to the customer. If they got Limelights a week or 2 ago, this is a new crop and it's not going to match what we were shipping. We have thousands of these. We decided to go ahead and roll into 1,000. We'll cherry pick the biggest ones out of there. And then, they should progress pretty fast as well. But you can see there, we've got a good full plant. I think it's right. It's actually probably looks better than the bigger ones if they still have them left on the lot because they're probably getting too big. But so I think we could go into this. It's just a little bit of communication. Next one is hydrangea strawberry sundae. This is in a 2-gallon FE. We got 500 of these available, plus several of them booked. We'll keep evaluating as we go on. You can see here, these are great. These are great value in a 2-gallon full, ready to go. They're full all the way down to the bottom. Excellent consistency in it. So we were real happy to see how these progressed so we can get these on. And I know we've been a little short on the pinks overall, but with this and some other changes that I think you got strawberry sundae on as well.
No, just
Or vanilla strawberry. Do you have vanilla strawberry? Okay, we're getting close on vanilla strawberry, but this would be your go-to pink. Pinky Winky is still a little behind yet too, so see if you can go with this one. Summer wine. So go ahead and go into that one there. This is brand new. This is, I would not consider this landscape grade size or re-wholesaler size unless they really want it. Really got to communicate what this is. We put 500 on. It's new crop. They got really good roots, but they're not that 18 to 24, which they may, typically expect. This is what we have. We have a 15-inch. They'll progress pretty quick. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be in the 18 to 24, but we're totally out. I can't find them anywhere. I brought in some Physocarpa that when they got here, the quality was no good. I had to trim them back. So I'm finding that what is out there is in pretty sad shape. So this is the new crop. And take a look at that. I think it's fine. It's starting to set some flower buds. They're not really known for their flower too much. They get a white flower. It's more the foliage, but I think it's a good plant. It'd be great for garden centers, things like that. Just be careful on communication with the re-wholesaler. Spirea Rainbow Fizz, brand new one for this year. This is a pretty gold plant. I liken Rainbow Fizz a little bit to Magic Carpet. Right now, we're out of 3-gallon Magic Carpet. I think we got 2. Yeah, we got 2 gallons. So we do have a 2-gallon Magic Carpet, but we had these Rainbow Fizz. We could only put about 300 on. The rest of them are a little too small, but there's 300, brand new plant. If you want something exciting to get out there, it's in the Bloomin' Easy pot. Very hardy. This all comes out of northern breeding. You can see there's zone 3. I did not cover these in that second freeze, and you can see how well they look. Very, very tough. And we like that about Spirea. Clean foliage. They bred it for bacterial spot resistance. So, it's got a lot of good things going for it, and it's got good color and good structure. So, all right, one you should know is next is Spirea Big Bang. This is a larger Spirea in the Proven Winner program. It's in the double play series. You can see there we got a lot of flowers starting to form on it. Big Bang is, we wouldn't really call it an upright, but it grows more upright than mounding. We have 500 of these available right now. They look really, really good. So this is more of an aggressive Spirea. It's not, it's not going to get too far out of hand, but it's not like the smaller ones, like the Magic Carpet, things like that. So it's a bigger growing Spirea, and they're looking good. And then Little Princess is next. Want to show you this. We got 1,000 of these. This is brand new crop. You can see there looking real nice, well past the can. 15-inch. We were temporarily out of this for a little bit, but we're back in business. So everybody should know Little Princess. It'll get the pink flowers. It's a low mounding spreader. So that's a great one. Landscapers, re-wholesalers, this is probably something they always have. I've seen, there's not very many of these available on the market. So that might be a good one to promote out there. And yeah, Cheryl just said there's 502s as well. Yeah, go ahead. This is double play gold next. You can see there, this is a proven winner. Very similar to Gold Mound. You can show Gold Mound next if you want. Go ahead and click on that one. The Gold Mound is a little smaller, you can see there. And then go ahead and go back to the double play gold. So your better size, and your better value, I think, is in the double play gold right now. It's a little bit older, a little bit further along. We got 500 of them available, and you can see there, they're really starting to form up the buds. So that's the one I would steer you towards if you have people that are concerned about the size or whatever. But the Gold Mound, you can go back to that one there. It's just making size, but it's got really good foliage, clean foliage. Not really forming up any buds yet, but it'll be doing that soon. But we were able to get 1,000 of those on very consistent crop. So it just depends. I know sometimes people stick more with especially re-wholesalers might stick more with the traditional spirea. But if they really want a good value, they might want to look at snapping up those double plays. And then Thuja Green Giant next. So this is a 5. You can see here our spec is 36. We're just at 36 inches. Do not oversell this one. You will get in trouble if you do. It's just at 36. We do not have any 7s at this time. We do have 15s at 60 inch. So we were able to get this next crop of 5s on with this push that we had. So at least you have something in the little bit smaller size. It will be several weeks before we have the 7s, probably towards the end of the month, and then we'll have some 7s back on. But we wanted to make sure you had 2 different sizes in the Green Giant. And would you put 1,000 of these on or something like that? So we got 1,000 of those on. So, all right. So next, I did some evaluations, saw we were with cuttings. I think we're good, and I want to go ahead and move these. So they pushed out. We really butchered them from cuttings last fall, and they've pushed out past that. How we cut them for cuttings. These are 15 gallons. They're sitting in pot and pot sockets. We probably should have pulled them out, but we were lazy. We were running around pretty fast yesterday, but they're in the socket. But there's not a huge amount. But man, are they awesome! I mean, you can see they're all the same. They're perfect. The guys light nipped them earlier. They've popped out of it. There's 133 of the 15-gallon bowling ball and 145 of the 15-gallon fire chief. And, show that to, obviously, re-wholesalers, landscapers, talk about an impact on a job. These would just wow people. It would just be instant effect. Hopefully that will help. So Viburnum carlisi, you can see here, we're just getting into it. Cheryl, what was it was about 18 inch, just tipping 18. Yeah. We didn't have a measure in there, but on the height. They're just coming in. They look good. If somebody needs a carlisi, we can start letting these go. It's a 3-gallon. We wanted to try to get you a fragrant out there. If you go to the next one, I think our best bet is Spice Island. So this is a brand new one. It's in the Plants That Works program. This is a compact grower. So this is a series that we're working on. We've been working with a breeder. This is the first crop that we're going to have coming online. Several of the people in the Synergy group are, starting to carry this thing. We really like it. You can see there the compact nature of it. It gets a very fragrant flower, but it's probably going to get about half the size of like a standard fragrance. So this thing really has a lot of opportunity out there because a lot of these fragrance really can get big. They can get too big in some situations. So this would be a great plant to look at. brand new. Um, you know, if I say I hate walking into a house when it blooms, that means it's probably a really good flower because I hate stinky flowers, the perfumey flowers. So this one here practically gives me a headache from how sweet it smells. So it is a great plant. I really like it. Um, and you treat it just like any other fragrant viburnum. I think this is an exciting plant to get out there and talk about. There's more stuff. I know you can look up. You can find stuff on it on the web already. So if you want to find stuff that way, I know Danny's got a description on it. So hopefully you can make that work. But that would be my fragrant pick of the week. But we do have the Carlisi if you want more of a standard. So. Okay, Weigelia, tuxedo. It's a reddish, purplish color leaf, and then it has the white flower against it. It's very striking. They look really good out there. We'll update that photo for you when we get some better lighting on it. It's sometimes hard to get the pictures in the morning, but we got good availability on it. So not that this is a perfect match, but tuxedo is a very nice plant. It has a real striking contrast with that white flower. Go to the next one, which is wine and rose. Now this, I have 3,500 of these, and I can ship that photo all day long. They're perfect. We did a lot of trimming on them, dormant, to make sure that we had good breaks at the base, and they're loaded with flowers, and they'll continue to bloom for quite a while here. So, but we do have a lot of availability on landscape size material, 7s, some 15s out there. So, hopefully we start seeing that segment of the market turn on. We got some gorgeous 7-gallon Schmargards out there. They're really nice. And that's a great value because they're pushing 60 inches. So, value added, you can push a 60-inch and save them money from buying a 15. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I really want to move those 7s. So a lot of deciduous items in a 7. So, keep looking at that. All right.